It doesn't matter whether I'm unbeaten or not. You know, I'm going to always train as hard as I can. I'm always going to try fight to my maximum. It's not about losing a fight or winning a fight. It's just about building on myself and just keep improving, getting better, and facing better competition each time. Of course, Mike Pyle's dangerous. Like, he's got 90% of his wins by submissions. You know, he's been fighting for 12 years since '98. You know. He's a hell of a tough guy and he's very experienced, so there's a lot of dangers to him, you know, and I think as long as you stick to a set game plan, you know, he is beatable, but again, he's an incredibly dangerous fighter. So.
With the Hathaway fight against Pyle, I think people underestimate Pyle for a couple of reasons. One, he's not a big name, okay, which is always a dangerous fight for us because, you know, John just beat Diego Sanchez, who everybody knows. He was like a UFC poster boy, won the Ultimate Fighter, so from fighting a guy who's up here that everybody knows to fighting a guy who's less well known is always a dilemma for a fight because it's kind of a lose-lose. We beat Mike Pyle. Who's Mike Pyle? You lose to Mike Pyle. Oh shit, you've lost to Mike Pyle. So that's one area of it. But two, Mike's got a crazy good game, underrated game. I mean, he's fought for belts in other shows. He fought Jake Shields, nearly knocked him out, you know, in the first minute with a knee and got taken down. And you know, he's had scraps. I think he's had 50-odd fights. John's 22 years old and had 14 fights. So it's our experience that John has to pull from to get him through this in a great game plan. Pyle's a dangerous fight and there's no way we're taking him lightly. We need this fight far more than any other fight. For me, it's John's. For me, this is a title shot. This fight means more than any other fight he's ever had, and we've got to train this fight harder, more cardio, better boxing, better jiu-jitsu. We're bringing in a lot of sparring partners, and we've got a lot of up-and-comers that are helping John out a lot as well. So long as the team's together. Good camaraderie, the camp's going well. You know, we're bringing in some well-known fighters as well, because just for sparring-wise, we need, you know, it's difficult to bring a fighter along who's almost at a different level than some of the other guys in the gym at the moment. Not all of them, but some of them. So we've got to bring in guys so that he can get his 4 or 5 rounds out, which is what we do.
I train at the same gym as John Hathaway. I watch him training all the time. Obviously, I've never sparred with him, but he does come to the gym every day. He's a really nice guy, just keeps quiet, just gets on with his training, trains really hard. He's quite an inspiration, I think, to anyone like myself that's looking to fight MMA. You know, he's got a very good record. He's very strong. It's a pleasure to watch him here, boxing, wrestling, MMA sparring with all the guys. Yeah, he's really nice, he's really helpful if you're asking advice on how to fight. He's a nice guy, trains very hard. Yeah, I'm sure Mike Pyle will know obviously who John Hathaway is and that John's unbeaten, so I'm sure he's going to be training really hard for this fight. He's going to take it very seriously. It would, you know, to beat John, as no one else has, it will be a really good achievement for him, so I'm sure he's taking this fight very seriously and training as hard as he can. About Mike Pyle saying that he's going to render John irrelevant, I'm not sure that he believes that himself. I mean, I hope he does. All fighters have got to be confident, but he must have a bit of doubt and he must be really working hard for this fight because everyone knows John's a great fighter. He's proven that, and I think Mike's probably not as confident as he seems.